All right, here we go. We are on TV with Brian from the Legacy Bar and Grill. Real quickly, I wanted to start by saying we mentioned John and Kate +8 and kind of a negative life over here, but if you take a look at this picture, you've got plenty of kids, and congratulations.
Yes.
One on the way as well.
Yes, the Lord has, they say the Lord gives you what you need, not what you want, and we're triple excited. We had, I think it was like a 0.999% chance because of things that my wife took care of years ago not to have children, but the Lord said, stop, you need more, which is great. You know, I'm a chef. I love to tell people what to do, so this is one more.
Well, not only are you a chef who loves to tell people what to do, but now you can prepare more food since you're going to be having 7 in the house.
Well, what makes me mad now is that my allotment on the pizza slices is going to get shorter, you know, shrink.
One of the most frustrating things in the world.
As a man, I just want pizza.
Yeah, obviously.
I want all of it.
Well, you know what, as a viewer, they want to know what you're cooking today, so why don't we talk about that?
Let's get started. Well, at Legacy Bar and Grill, you know, we're real excited. We had a great holiday season. We got Valentine's coming up. We've got our brunch going. But we have a chef special every week where I kind of play around. And today we're going to make our seared scallop with our risotto cake. What we're going to start off is making our risotto, and I made the risotto ahead of time, you know, and you make it according to the directions on the box, or you just do like I do, just make it happen. And but I've got the risotto right here.
Let's take a step back.
I'm getting ahead of myself.
People don't understand. Just make it happen.
Make it happen, Captain.
Just give us a little insight into what you did.
Well, what I did is I made a stock out of the shrimp shells that Senorita peeled from the night before, and I took all that juice and I worked my rice around till it got all exciting and sticky, and then I added a bunch of herbs, a bunch of ginger, garlic. Oh, see, look, herbs.
Even more herbs.
Yes, basil, and I make a little vinaigrette out of soy, ginger, and rice wine vinegar. All right, which is right here, and that's what I add to it too. And after I've cooked this rice, I kind of cooled it down before I added all this stuff to it. So I'm making kind of a starchy little cake. If you see, I'll mix it together like so.
Sure. So there were a few more steps here than you kind of.
You know, if I give away all my secrets.
Right. All right, so that's looking good. So we've got the risotto, and we've got to eventually sear these scallops. We're going to do that in our next segment?
Yeah, you know, I'm making it last.
Yeah,
I've got 2 more segments. But I'll add a little flour and make my little cake up. If you see right back here, I've got one made up.
Okay.
See how prepared I am.
There it is, there it is, there it is.
And we'll go ahead and sear that off right now if you want.
Sure, let's do that.
And get it ready. I can get my oil hot, of course. And always, when cooking, add salt and pepper.
Always?
Always.
Okay.
And I always put Old Bay because I am from Maryland.
Yeah, I see your Alabama license plate with Go Terps on there. That's a weird...
Well, you know, after this last month and a half of Alabama this, Auburn that, I just had to represent for my Terrapins because, you know, we did win the national championship in women's field hockey a couple years ago. Come on now.
I am going to refrain from any comments, but that is a funny thing to point out. All right, so we're working on this. We got our scallops coming back in just a little bit. We'll talk more about Legacy as well. Cheers.
Right, sizzling in our kitchen, Brian from Legacy Bar and Grill making pan-seared scallops with ginger and rice cake. And here's the rice cake.
We just pulled it out of the oven. Look how caramelized and sexy it is.
Sexy. That's what was sizzling.
Yes, yes. Well, we've got the pan nice and hot that I pulled the cake out. So I'm going to season up my scallops with a little salt and pepper and some Old Bay, of course. These are U10 scallops we get from Royal Lagoon, a local seafood provider in Theodore. And just go ahead and put them in the pan. Those
are big scallops. If you ever cooked scallops yourself, it looks like, well, those are kind of small. I'm probably going to need some more food, but that will actually fill you up.
Man, you know, I love the patrons at the restaurant, but sometimes people get upset because I give them 3 or 4, and they're like, where's the rest of it?
That's a lot of food.
It's a lot of food. I know that. While you're searing your scallops in your pan, I'm going to go ahead and take this baby bok choy that I marinated in our vinaigrette. I'm going to throw it in there so it can warm up in the pan.
And bok choy is a type of Chinese cabbage. If you haven't heard of bok choy before, which maybe you haven't heard of it a lot, it has lots of vitamins A and C.
It's good for you. I'm actually going to, this is This is a little added bonus. I brought a little gift. I brought some shiitake mushrooms that I poached in some homemade veal broth, and I'm going to throw them in there too. That's for you later when it warms up. A little extra.
Okay. Now this is something that you're going to be serving at Legacy Bar and Grill, and you guys are serving lunch today from 11 to 2.
Yes, we're doing lunch on Fridays 11 to 2, and like I said, we have a brunch. And with the new year, we're going to bring some lighter, healthier options. And of course, Valentine's coming up, the day of love. So I'm excited about it because I'm gonna do probably a 4-course meal and 4 or 5-course meal, and express myself through food and love. I tell you, I almost didn't make it today because I didn't have a car. I got all those children. I got to get them all to school. So I have to give a special shout out to my Conquistador Flavors. Those are my cooks in the restaurant. Every great rap team has a posse, and that's my Conquistadors of Flavor. But Mikey, he let me borrow his car today. He didn't have any gas in it, though, when I got in it.
But at least you had wheels, so you got here.
Yeah, that's probably why I was running a little late, Mikey. You're killing me.
But that's okay. You're here.
All right, I'm here.
You're making something that smells good. You're teaching us how to make it. You've given us a recipe, which we put on fox10tv.com on our Studio 10 page. You mentioned Valentine's Day.
Yes, ma'am.
Never too early to start making those reservations for Valentine's Day, gentlemen, because you know how restaurants get. They book up so fast the closer you get. Don't procrastinate.
Bring your lady out there now. It's going to be, it's going to be great.
For Valentine's Day, I mean, you want to bring your lady out. You don't want to go by yourself.
I'm going to be the wingman, yeah. And let me tell you, I tell the conquistadors all the time with these scallops, you got to wait on them. People want to flip that scallop over, but you let it sear pretty hard, and it's going to get a crispy skin, as you see over here.
So how long do you want it to sear on each side?
I'm going to wait another 30 seconds. I'm going to try to waste some time talking with you while they're cooking.
So about 3-ish minutes on each side?
Yeah,
2, 3?
just till they're golden brown.
Okay, well, we're going to do that. We'll let these sear a little bit.
We'll
Again,
put it
recipe
on the plate when we come back.
Is on our website, and yeah, we'll put it on the plate when we come back.
Chef Brian from the Legacy Bar and Grill. We've got work to do. We got to finish it up.
Ooh.
Looking good.
Yeah, I'm pulling everything out of the oven. As you can see, I nicely seared those scallops up.
Pan-seared scallops with ginger risotto cakes right there.
Mm-hmm.
And our bok choy. I'm going to take this curry I made out of green curry paste, pineapples, avocados, and peanut butter. I'm going to pour it there on the plate.
What kind of peanut butter did you use?
I'm a Peter Pan guy.
Yes!
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Peter Pan is the best peanut butter.
Mama did not raise no fool now.
I hope we don't have any agreements with any peanut butter companies that I don't know about. And I'm supposed to.
Yeah, you guys may have some corporate sponsorship.
But I do love Peter
Skippy.
Pan peanut butter. It's so good, man. All right. It's the creamiest.
It is.
I'm done now. We can talk more about your food.
No, believe me, I'd probably rather talk about peanut butter a little bit more. But I put the scallops on the plate with the cake and stuff, and I take a little glaze that I made out of soy and orange juice around, and then a little spicy Asian ketchup, a little sriracha, and what am I missing? Oh, just to make it look pretty, I take a little of this watercress and toss it in my ginger vinaigrette. And, of course, a little salt and pepper. You got to flavor everything now. Yeah. I think I put salt and pepper in my cereal in the morning.
That's interesting.
That's weird, I know.
Yep.
And then I put it on top there.
Look at that.
Yeah.
What a great display. And you can get dishes like this and so many more at the Legacy Bar and Grill. All the contact information you need to contact them is online. Go get some great food. Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you. I love you, kids.
Congrats again on number 7 on the way.
I hope they're in school right now, or I'm going to get some phone calls. I always get phone calls about them overdoing the lunch.
We're overdoing the segment. We got to go to break.
Oh, okay.